Hey guys! Alright, today I'm going to be working on my scrapbook that I'm making for my niece and my nephew. Today I wanted to use this paper right here. It's a darkish pink color with some light pink hearts on it. It has an edge to it, but it has a line that we can cut on, so we're going to cut that off. And these are the photos I'm going to use. It's going to be a brother-sister one. It's for my niece and my nephew. Yay! Really cute. Alright, so to start this off, we're going to get rid of this edge so we know how much paper we're actually working with. So I just want you to cut that off. You can use a straight edge if you want, but I don't have one at hand, so I'm just going to simply cut it. So the edge is cut off. Could be straighter, but it's not bad. It'll work. First time trying this, so we're going to lay this down here. And we're going to figure out how we want the photos arranged. That's step one to making this. So I want these photos to be here. And I want this one to be up here. And I want this one to be over here. So I don't want the photos to be straight, because I like it to look a little less, I don't know, perfect. Alright, so once you have the photos set and you like where they're at, you're going to figure out what you want on the background. Now, I'm thinking I want to make like a title or something along those lines to go over here, like siblings or, you know, something interesting like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take something, another sheet of cardstock from the book. I'm gonna find something that looks nice with it. And since I want it to stand out, I decided to choose this green heart vine color. So you're gonna rip that out of the book. And you're going to set it on your working surface. Now this one, it doesn't matter if you cut off the edge, because you can just use this side over here. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of, you know, eyeball it. And you're going to cut out like a square or a rectangle or whatever shape you want it to be. I'm going to do a rough rectangle, and then I'm going to take some craft scissors and maybe do a patterned edge, or I might just do like a free hand edge. So I'm just going to cut this out. Alright. So now after you have your rough square, I'm just going to take it and make sort of a cloud shape. Just kind of eyeball it. You know what clouds look like. It doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to look exactly like what you envision a cloud to look like. Right, so here's my little cloud. Now figure out how you want it to set on the paper. You can either have it like a big setting or a small. You can turn it sideways. You can have it sitting pretty much however you want it to do. I think I like it just like that, right there. That's where I like it. So then we're gonna take these cute little letter stamps, or if you have something along the line, if you have like the letter stickers, you can use those as well, but I'm gonna do stamps because I want to play with my stamps. So you're gonna open that package and you're gonna figure out what you want it to say. Now I want mine to say siblings, so I'm gonna pull out all those letters. And then you're gonna take your black ink after you get all your letters together. You're going to open it on up. You might not have to open yours if it's an old ink pad. But open it up. Open up the actual package. There we go. If you're unsure of how to spell the word, I don't advise starting out right away. I would say write it down on a piece of paper. So like if you can use the scraps you had from earlier and you can just take whatever writing utensil you feel like and you can just write out the word. So, siblings, or whatever you happen to be spelling. Alright, so now that I have everything prepared, we're gonna start out with our first one, which is the S. Yay! You're gonna dab it into the ink, make sure it's nice and coated. And I'm just like, I'm not gonna measure this or anything, and you just wanna apply the pressure and make sure you do it evenly and kind of rock it so it all gets on there. Alright. Next letter, I. So proceed with the same process until you have what you're looking for. Again, you want to rock it as with every letter, and then just continue with the same process. Alright, now once you're up to the step where you have all your ink on there, you're going to close up your ink pad. Make sure it's nice and tight so it doesn't dry out. And this is what I have. I just have it saying siblings. And I don't like how it's off-centered over on this edge compared to this edge, so I'm just going to trim it down just a bit. This is why you should measure out before you do it, but I wasn't feeling that life, so I'm just gonna trim it up. Make it look a little bit nicer. Alright. There we go. Now it looks a little more even as an abnormal shaped thing can look. Alright, so get all the scraps and anything you don't need off your table. I'm gonna move these over to the side. Alright, so now you're at the point in your project where we can start gluing things down. Sorry about all the camera movements, I'm trying to figure out how I want this set up so you guys can see well. Alright, so I wanted this over here, and we're going to have our pictures right here. Alright, so you're going to take some double-sided tape, or you could use the foam dots that I showed you in the last video. They're like 3D dots that bring everything out. And I'm going to start with the siblings thing. And so you're going to lay this down flat, you're going to pull off the cap, and you're just going to roll the tape across. Alright. And you can see that it has the tape on there. It's just that shiny, kind of odd looking things. And then you're going to set this where you want it. I'm going to put it right here, and you're just going to oh no! You're just going to pat it down. Oh well, I'll just smear it all, it'll look nice. Nope, I lied, it made it look worse. Alright, so if you I'm just okay. If you mess up, just pull it off. I'll have to redo that. Okay. So if you mess up like I did, you can pull it off. Alright, I'm going to proceed with the rest of this though. So you're going to take the photo, and you're just going to alright. It's covered with all the sticky. Now I'm going to quickly remake the little cloud that I made just a minute ago. So I'll be back with you guys in a second. Alright, so welcome back. Yeah, I remade the cloud here, the siblings cloud, and I've already glued it down. It's already on the paper. I did it with the double-sided tape, and I'm still going to let the ink dry for a little bit. Now I have these robot stickers that I'm going to use to cover up some of the black spots here, and to give this page, you know, make it a little less boring. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take them out, and I'm going to decide which robot I want to use. And I think since he has blue on his shirt in here, I'm gonna pull in some of the blue that he has going. And I really like this robot because he looks really happy. So we're gonna grab him. If I can get it off the paper, Lord. Alright, so peel him off. Kind of decide where you want him. I'm gonna put him right over this one, right here, right in the center. We'll cover that one. And I'm gonna add, I think I'm gonna add one more around this bubble over here. And I'll do this little red guy. Peel that off. I think I'm gonna put him right here. So he'll chill out over there. Now I wanna put something on here that's kind of girly so that we got, you know, Ophelia's sense of style going in here. And I think I'm gonna put a few little ladybugs. So here are the ladybugs. Cut those open. Pull them out. Now I want to cover up some more of these little ones, so I'm just gonna take these little ones here, just cover up the ink ones, the ink stains, so they don't look so bad. I'm gonna use a bigger one here, kind of cover that. And then I'm gonna take one of these big ones, I'm gonna put it up in the corner over here, in this direction, and you'll see why I do that later. Now, if you can't see, the bottom is a little plain here. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be adding a trail all the way like throughout the little paper, just like right here to give it some dimension. So what I'm gonna do for that is I'm going to take a Sharpie. Let me go find one. Alright, so I have found my Sharpies, or you can take any point pen. I'm gonna use a thicker one because I want the lines to be fairly visible. Let's see. Alright, so I'm gonna use the 0.7 marker, and these are pigment liners. They're Shred Lighter. I got these from Michael's a really long time ago. They're about your normal price of pigment pens, so I mean, that average, it's like $8, maybe less, maybe more, depending on the quality you get. So I'm just gonna do like little lines as like a little trail that like the bug has followed. And I'm just gonna continue that down the paper. And so now the line goes from over here, and it just follows all the way to the bottom where he came onto the paper. So now that I have that, that gives me a little bit more color and some sort of design to this project. I think I'm going to add maybe a few of these little gems that I have got. And I'm gonna use these silver ones, and these are self-adhesive ones, so they already have sticking on them, so I just gotta pull them off and stick them on. This is just to add a little bit of bling. Gonna put one down here. I'm gonna maybe put one by this little bug. I'm gonna use this little one, put it as his antenna. There we go. Cute, 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 cute. So now there are diamonds following the whole trail. So everything's all sparkly. I really like this. I think this came out really well.